Well, good morning. Welcome to Integrative Preparedness. I'm Steve Smith. Well, I've got something special for you all today. In a minute, I'm going to show you what I consider to be the best handgun ever made. I just got it in. Got one in some time ago and had to return it because it came in with a big gouge on the barrel, but another one came in and I just went and picked it up the other day. I'm going to show you all. Many of you have probably never heard of it, and most of you probably have never seen one, and you're about to, and I'll tell you all about it. Before I get to that, a couple of things, and for anybody who just stopped by to see, and I know there will be a lot over even the weeks and the months it'll come back to this, to see about this gun. I always spend a couple of minutes talking to my people, my subscribers, my viewers, and kind of let them know what's going on and wish them a good morning. I'm on my second cup of coffee. I'm going to go have steak and eggs for breakfast after this, but I wanted to say a couple things. First off, welcome to everybody, both on YouTube and on Patreon. For you guys on Patreon, you are putting up some excellent material. Thank you. And in the community sections, I'll be putting up a couple more for you all, just you all later on today. So thank you. And for those of you on YouTube, if you'd like to join us over there, I always put the links down here below in the information section and in a pinned comment. I finally got around to picking up some mail. I've been on vacation, and I went up to pick up the mail and got a couple of real cool things in there I want to share with you. As some of you know, in law enforcement, it's a thing to share patches, uniform patches, shoulder patches. And I had put up, I received a patch some time ago from the Philadelphia PD. So, from a guy, not from the PD itself, but from one of our viewers, our highly valued viewers, and that got me thinking. And I said, hey, anybody that would like to send, a patch, one of your shoulder patches. Of course, I'm not active anymore, so I don't have a patch to send back to you. But when I get my office done, my new office fixed up, I will, and I don't really like offices, but I've got to put one together because I've got so much going on that it just makes sense now, that I will put a board behind me with the patches on it that I received from people. And so if you'd like to send one in, boy, I'd love to have it, because that is really something. That shows a lot, and it means a lot to me. Well, I want to show you a couple that I got in the mail. U.S. Border Patrol. Thank you so much, buddy. I've got a good old friend of mine that when he retired from the Army went down and trained BORTAC down there, and I've been meaning to give him a call, and I guess I'll have to do that. So that means a lot. You guys are doing the work. You are on the front lines. Before I get to that, here's another one that I got. U.S. Customs and Border Protection, Homeland Security. There you go. You guys, my hat is off to you. If my hair wasn't a mess, I'd take my hat off to you. Those are excellent. I thought about going on Border Patrol back when I was after I'd been in law enforcement for a couple of years. I think what kept me from it was a dark-haired beauty that I didn't want to leave. She didn't last, but my career in Kansas City lasted for a while. As I said, you guys you're on the front lines down there. You guys are doing the work, and you are not getting the backup that you need and deserve, and we all know that. And I can't tell you how much this means to me. I won't give the name of those who sent these to me, but I can't tell you how much this means to me. I think about you guys a lot, and support you 100%, and I suggest that everybody on this channel do that too. That is just something. Those patches are going to be front and center when I put up that board. Before I go on, this is brought to you, as all are, by the Stonemont series, my books. The Stonemont series, which is an in-depth treatise, fictional, about how to prepare for, how to survive, and how to rebuild after a total collapse of the system, whatever it is. Those books are The Reversion, The Revival, The Renewal, and Appeal to Heaven, and The Blessings of Freedom. And as I say, if you like the way that the country used to be, and you're not too happy with the way that the country's going, you will like these books. Collectively, they're the Stonemont series. I'm working on the 6th one right now, and there is some exciting news in the Stonemont world. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now, but there is some exciting news for you Stonemonters. Be coming out here shortly. The way to get these books, also, if you can get them through Amazon in trade paperback or Kindle, or you can get them directly from me autographed, and I always put the links down there, right in the same area. It's right under how you can get to the Patreon channel, and both the information section and and I pin a comment for it. So if you would like those, you can get those, and it's about everything, including justice and building community and all that. Okay, now let's get to the exciting part. I'm going to show you a gun that I think so much of. I even wrote about it in one of those books, and it is, in my opinion, the best handgun ever made, and that is the Smith & Wesson Model 57 41 Magnum. Now, a lot of people out there are going right now, 41, don't you mean 44? No, I mean the 41. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. See how big those holes are? I have loved this gun for I don't know how long. I know right now the revolting man is going, whoa, look at that! Aren't you, buddy? This is one beautiful weapon. I am a revolver guy. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this in a minute, but first I'm going to give you my personal feelings. I have always been a revolver guy. Of course, I'm old school. I come from the time when, my first duty weapon was a Model 10 Smith, and then we moved up to the Model 15 Combat Masterpieces, and even though I've carried an auto for many, many years as my daily carry, to me an auto is just a tool. They're about as pretty as a brick. Except for 1911s. I have an affinity for 1911s, and I love my 1911s. But revolvers, to me, are works of art. And this comes for those of us who come from before the spray and pray days. Where everybody wanted a magazine with 9 million rounds in it. This is, and I'm not going to shoot. I've ordered. Ammo's hard to get for this, and it's about $2 a round, $2 to $2.50 a round. So I've ordered some in, and I've ordered a special holster for it. I wear my guns cross draw, as some of you know. And so I've ordered a cross-draw holster for it. And when I get those in, I'll probably take you over to the range, and we'll shoot it. And you'll get to see this thing blast. Okay, what is a 41 Magnum? And this is the first gun that was chambered in it, the Model 57. There's also a Model 58. Maybe I'll get into that in a little bit. But I want to talk about the caliber first. The model, or the 41 Magnum, was essentially the brainchild and the child of Elmer Keith. For those old guys of you, you know who Elmer Keith was. He was the father of the Magnums, the modern Magnums, the 357, the 44, and then it was felt that there should be something to kind of bridge the intermediate there. The 357 Magnum was introduced in, I think, 1935, mainly for law enforcement, to give them a little more punch than the 38, which is what most carried. The 44 Magnum was introduced in 1955 and really was more of a hunting cartridge than anything. It was a little too powerful. It was meant to be, you know, a little up from the 44 Special, to give, again, law enforcement a little more power to their punch, but it was a little too powerful for normal law enforcement use. Now, you know, they could carry 44 Special and things like that, but the Magnum itself kind of took off. It wasn't highly sought after, except from hunters, until Dirty Harry came out with Clint Eastwood. And I'll tell you something interesting about that. For those of you who have seen that Dirty Harry movie, now, information that I have gotten, so I can't swear to this myself because I wasn't there. Information that I've seen was that, well, I'm not even going to do that since I can't swear to it. Okay. Anyways, they wanted a caliber to bridge that gap. They wanted something more powerful than a 357, but easier to handle than a 44 Magnum. And so Elmer Keith was pushing for that. And if you don't know who Elmer Keith was, and you're a gun person, or you know, you think you are, go back and study Elmer Keith. And then it was also kind of pushed by Bill Jordan. Now, Bill Jordan, if you don't know who Bill Jordan was, Border Patrol. And he was instrumental in pushing for this. Look him up too. You'll find him. You'll find him very interesting. Then I think I don't know if Skeeter Skelton was also, he was a gun writer way back in the day, if he was instrumental in pushing this. Anyway, they pushed for a 40 caliber, which ended up to be a 41. They were pushing Smith & Wesson and Remington to come out with a gun and a round, and that it turned out to be the 41 Magnum. The 41 Magnum is appreciably more powerful than a 357 Magnum. Okay. Now this one is and before I get away from it while we're comparing it, its ballistics are in many ways superior to the 44 Magnum. It shoots faster and it shoots flatter. You know, the 44 Magnum is not a true 44 caliber, for those of you who may not know. The 41 Magnum is a true 41 caliber. The 44 Magnum is a 429 caliber, so short of a 43. So the difference between the two is not that great, except the difference can certainly be felt. That this is more manageable, which is important for follow-up shots. Not that you can't make good follow-up shots with a 44, just take some practice. Takes some grip strength. It takes many things. But this is more manageable, but shoots faster. The ammo, and I've had to special order ammo in for it too. The ammo that I've ordered, it shoots north of 1,500 feet per second at the muzzle. So it is fast. It shoots flatter than a 44, which is important in you know, it's not important in close work, but you know, if you're out there at 100 yards or beyond, it can be, you know, it can be important. This will kill anything in North America, including bears, and two-legged varmints as well. Now the 57, this is a 6-inch barrel, which is my favorite barrel. Now, I'll be honest, I like the 5-inch barrel. And I've heard that there were some that came out with a 5-inch barrel. I've never seen one, and I'd love to have one. There are some 44s that come out with some new ones in 5-inch barrels, and there are some 357s, I believe. There may not be. I don't know. I shouldn't say that because I'm not sure. But anyway, this is a 6-inch barrel. It's not going to be my my summer carry gun, that's for sure. But I will carry it in the wintertime when I'm wearing a coat. And believe it or not, even something this big, when you carry cross draw, and when I get the holster in, I'll show you all about it. You can carry it comfortably and concealable in a cross draw holster the way that I do it. And I also talk about that in the books. There's a scene where I'm explaining to one of the boys why I wear cross draw. So I'm excited for that. Now, for those of you who say, yeah, but it's only got 6 shots and I need 18, well, you back in the day, like I say, I'm an old revolver guy. We were used to that. We were used to reloads and dump pouches and things like that. And you can get speed loaders for this, which I will. And it's I won't get into all the gunfighting tactics and things, but it's best not to be standing out in the middle of nothing, with no cover while you're shooting. So maybe I'll get into that another time. That's not what this one is about. But that is it. In my mind, the best handgun and best caliber that has ever been produced. Let you see the other side over here for just a second. And I tell you, there is nothing prettier than a Smith & Wesson revolver. I'm sorry if I'm covering too much of that up for you. A Smith & Wesson revolver. It's just a work of art to me. I know that I've never much taken to Colts. I know the Python, the Diamondback, the Anaconda. There's just something about their design that I don't like. And it doesn't mean that I'm right. It just means that, I have a different, taste than somebody who does like them. But to me, this is the quintessential weapon. So I know I should have laid it down and let you see it in all of its glory. But that's it. Model 57 Smith & Wesson 41 Magnum. And for any of you who say, it's on the end frame, same frame as the 44. Maybe I should hold it up here in case somebody's saying, that's not a... Okay, can you see that? Does that say 41 Magnum? That's right. And it's got great sights, got adjustable sights. I should back up and say there was a Model 58. I'm not sure if it's still in production or not. I tend to think that it's not. I don't know. It was specifically for law enforcement. It came out with non-adjustable sights, kind of like the old Model 10s. And it was a 4-inch. And it was carried by some departments. I forget which. But when this came out, more as a sporting handgun. It has the adjustable sights, and it has just excellent sights on it. Just excellent sights. So for those of you who never knew that this existed, now you know. Like I say, I'll get it, and when I get the ammo and the holster, we'll take it over to the range, and I'll let you see it shoot. And I don't think I've ever shot a gun on. No, I'm sure I haven't. I'm not a gun guy, to be honest. I'm not a guy. Well, let me put it this way. I don't talk about guns a lot. Let me put it that way. There are certain guns that I think are just so nice. They are. I think they're worth talking about. So, anyway, that's the Smith & Wesson Model 57 41 Magnum. And if you can get one, you ought to get one, because they are a handful of effectiveness, shall we say. Okay, well, you all have a good day. Again, guys, I can't thank you enough. These mean a lot. Anybody who wants to send me a patch, the address, how you can send me things, and I got some other things I'll show you too, down in the information section. Love to have them, and I thank you so much for them. I'm going to go in and have breakfast of steak and eggs and enjoy this beautiful cloudy day. We finally got some rain. It's helping the garden. And go back to writing on the 6th one. Okay. So you all have a great day. I hope you enjoyed that. And for me and my new little friend, remember, we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow. So you all have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.